Shalom. Shalom, Israel. We the Isupk coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Tonight's class is the Brotherhood class. We always say that brotherhood is synonymous with sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? So today we're going to get on what is to be a sister in the UBK, and what is it to be a sister to your husband, which is your brother. You understand? Yeah. We're going to jump right in. You know what I'm saying? Because this world right now, under our oppressor, you know what I'm saying, he got control of our women, and our women use the power that our oppressor give us, what our oppressor gives them, you know what I mean, to control us. But in the ISUBK, we raise men to be men of war, you understand? Sometimes you gotta go to war, you know what I mean, to you know what I'm saying, preserve your manhood, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go in the scriptures. You got Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26. You understand? These scriptures is a blueprint for telling you how to raise, you know what I'm saying, your kids, for the man how to raise your woman. You understand? And that's what these scriptures is all about, you know what I'm saying? So we could, you know, get world domination. And it starts with the family, the black family, the Hispanic family, you know what I'm saying? The Native American family. You got that?
Khan. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman.
Hold up, say that again.
And I find more bitter than death the woman.
You know what I'm saying? The Bible is telling you that you find more bitter than death the woman. You understand? Why do the Bible say that? You know that, officer?
I'm a say because of her attitude. Would it be her attitude?
Be her attitude. Go ahead.
Her personality.
All that. You know what I'm saying?
The way she treats her man.
Oh man, you right. You right on.
The way she speaks to her man.
Right, that's the main thing. You know, the way she speaks to the man, the way she talking to the man, the way she try to assert authority over the man. You know what I'm saying? That's compatible to death. You know how that feeling that you feel that somebody died?
Con.
That feeling that woman give you that grief when that woman sit up there and take you down to child support and all that.
Salakia, sir. The way she uses our oppressors' vices to put a hold on us.
There you go. To put a hold on us. You know what I'm saying? And our oppressor has been doing that since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? Since the Garden of Eden.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read on.
Whose heart is snares and nets.
Snares, you know what I'm saying? Our hearts are snares and nets. You know what I mean? Just to keep housing and all that. She'll take you down to child support. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just keeping that man around, you know what I'm saying? And stop being jealous of all types of nonsense. Keep that man around. You know what I'm saying? It's the greatest thing in the world for the Black, Hispanic, and neighborhood family is to stay together. You know what I'm saying? All these women out here, you know what I mean? It's tax time ready to come around. There's a lot of brothers out here going to be in snares and nets. Why? Because she gonna want a clean slate. She gonna want to throw you out. You know what I'm saying? Then she wanna, you know what I mean? When she get that check, good night. She get that check,
yeah.
She gonna act a fool. You know what I mean? Act like she don't need you, and she gonna. There's a lot of brothers around this time gonna, you know, be out the house. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of brothers that's gonna be on child support. Why? Because the woman has used you for snares and nets through this oppressor. She feel like she could get a gain off this oppressor. And who's whispering in her head and tell her to do it? The oppressor.
Our oppressor.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
And she running with it. But in the ISUPK, we got some of the baddest women known to man. You know what I'm saying? These women don't listen to their oppressor. You know what I'm saying? They take care of their man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a wonderful thing. And every year, ISUPK is getting larger and larger and larger. You know what I'm saying? And we get more and more women that does not take any word from their oppressor. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem that we got. Women need to start being womanly to their man. You know what I'm saying? And it all starts in that household. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. These scriptures is a blueprint for us to have world domination. And it starts with the family. You know what I'm saying? It starts right here with the family. But the wicked woman, the one that keep on listening to oppressor, the one that keep on wanting to kick her man out the household, the one that keep on being jealous, the one that keep on wanting to show her tail on Instagram and Facebook, you know what I mean? She the one that's going to be left behind, you know what I'm saying? When the kingdom of heaven comes, unless she straighten up. And the only way the women can do that is you come in the ISUPK, you know what I mean? You got that?
Con.
Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Read that again.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband.
Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband. That is the blueprint to be virtuous in this nation. Submitting yourself. Having a sweet heart, talk to your husband with a virtuous tongue. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn how to talk to your man. You need to learn if you have a problem with your man, come in and talk to him. You don't have to yell and everything, call him you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Then the kids get to hear you and all you doing is arguing and stuff. That's not how a woman's supposed to conduct herself. The Lord is telling you in the Bible, this is a commandment that the Lord is telling women. You know what I mean? The women of Zion, you know what I'm saying? The Israelite women. He's telling you to do what?
Submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Submit yourself unto your own husband. You understand? Submit yourself. Be very humble. You know what I'm saying? Be a lovely lady. Make your man want to come home to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're such a kind-hearted, beautiful person. You know what I mean? He don't have to hear you cussing all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't mind your little cussing, but don't do it at the man. You know what I'm saying? You could be mad at your job or whatever like that. But learn how to cook your man a meal. Learn how to say sweet things to your man. Don't be a bitch to your man every day. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it doesn't work. It never worked since the beginning of the time, and it ain't going to work now. You know what I'm saying? And this is the blueprint for us to have the most beautiful family, out there. You got some brothers in the ISUPK with super unbelievable, lovely wives. You know what I'm saying? They know how to conduct themselves, they know how to dress, and they know how to treat their man. You know what I'm saying? You got any more on that?
Con.
Go ahead.
As unto the Lord, verse 23, for the husband is the head of the wife.
You know what I'm saying? The husband is the head of the wife. You know what I'm saying? They don't say, the wife is the head of the man. You got this thing screwed today. It's like these women is running these men today. You got women that stay home. First of all, she come home after her hard day, cuss out the man, and then after that, she gonna go to the club and shake her tail, and the man stay home with the kids. I don't know how many brothers I know like that. It's an unbelievable number. That men is like that. It's like the roles have changed, and that is not how the Lord wants things to go. You know what I'm saying? That's not even how the Lord put up. How he put up the whole system. The whole system is for the man to be the head. And that's it.
What are you seeing? The lights
You know what I'm saying?
Got the lights on. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is about.
Go ahead, you good? Yeah, you good.
Read that scripture again from the top.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
The husband is the head of the wife. You know what I'm saying? I got a precept to that, and we want to show you what that means. You know what I'm saying? It means that husband is, that wife is supposed to be submissive to that man at all times. You know what I'm saying? That man is the king of the house. He rules that house. He rules over you. You do what he say, and your life is going to be better. Why? Because the man is going to handle things better. You know what I'm saying? He going to help you raise the kid 3 times better than you can yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the Lord wants it. You got any more on that?
Come. Even as Christ is the head of the church.
You know what I'm saying? So what this saying is, wives, you need to treat your man as if he was Christ himself. You know what I'm saying? You need to treat your man. If Christ was right in front of you, that's how you should treat your man, as if he was Christ. And a lot of women, that's hard for a lot of women to absorb. But this is a commandment in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Wives, treat your husband like if he was Christ himself. Thus said the Bible. Thus said the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And he is the savior of the body. Verse 24. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
You know what I'm saying? In everything. You know what I'm saying? In everything. So as you submit yourself, you know what I'm saying? You need to submit yourself to that man in everything that he do. You know what I'm saying? As if he was Christ. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the Bible is saying. There's a lot of women out there right now that just like to run wild. It is so many Instagram. All the women on Instagram and Facebook that showing their tail don't have a man. Why then they don't have a man? Because they are some, monsters, pretty much. You know they can't keep a man. You know they talk to men any type of way. You know what I'm saying? They can't keep them with a man. Then they got all these, They just pretty much whores. You know what I'm saying? Any whore could get a man. Any whore could get a man. You know what I'm saying? 80-year-old whore could get a man.
Just can't keep him.
Just can't keep him. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. You women want to keep a man? Learn how to be submissive. Learn how to be submissive, and learn how to respect that man. So y'all can stop raising these monsters. We got children out here that's raised by these women that's creating nothing but monsters, real live boogeymen. You know what I'm saying? Real live. And it starts with the family. You could drop that, right?
Gone.
We're going to go to the precept. Let me get 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. You know what I'm saying? Because the women out here that we have today is some beautiful women that just need some guidance. You come up into the Isupk under Commanding General Yohana, we're going to show you guidance. We're going to show you the Bible. We're going to show you. And for you women that have no man, we're going to show you how to be virtuous. We're going to show you how to get a man. And the first thing you do is be submissive and learn how to shut your mouth. That's the first thing. Stop thinking you know everything, because you don't. And when you're going to find out that you don't know a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
Con out of one con.
All right, go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Look, just like the head is the man, we got a head too. You know what our head is? Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's who the man goes to. When we have problems, we go to Christ. We get on our knees, we go to Christ for our problems. You understand? Read on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Say that again.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So the head of the woman is the man. We've got a hierarchy in you know what I mean, the Isupk. You know what I'm saying? In the hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? The head of the man is Christ. The head of the woman is the man. You understand? This is how we are going to rule this world. And this is the only way this is going to happen. This is through family. This is how we raise righteous kids. This is how we raise rightful fruit. Which is fruit? What is fruit? The kids. You know what I'm saying? This is the only way. Read it from the top again.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
It's the man. It don't say, you know, the Christian church wants you to say, the head of the man is the woman. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you go to Christian church, the pastor going stuff there, he might flip it around for you. Matter of fact, they sit up there, they raise, you know, the woman to be the head of the household. And what they say in church, if your man ain't doing nothing, they tell the women in church, if your man ain't making the money, leave him. Mm-hmm. Who that sound like? Who got the who wear the pants in that situation?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not only the Christian church, the Muslim mosques say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think every religion say that.
You need that, man.
Not everyone, but majority of them. They said, if your man don't have anything, leave him, which is a sin. You cannot leave your man for any circumstance. Sex in the Bible is marriage. And for you women that just finding this out, you know what I mean? If you went to the club and you had a one-night stand with that brother and you woke up and you didn't like him, guess what? In the Lord's eyes, he's saying, that's your man. You're stuck with him for the rest of your life. Shalom. You know what I'm saying? And you can't leave that man. If you leave that man, then you are called a whore in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you're listening to this, and if you go out and you go out there to, you know, do some whoredom after you heard this message, then now the time starts. Now you have went against God's word because you're hearing it right now. Sex in the Bible is marriage. So you can't go out there and just screw everybody. You only can have one husband for you women. You know what I'm saying? Men, it's another story. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into that. You got any more on that? All right. And And that's crazy how like I say, the Christian church sit up there and they raise monsters. I mean, women, I mean, real live women monsters. You know, these women come in there, they come in there with the most skimpiest dress on, you know what I mean? Just past the, the vagina line. I seen some of, you know what I mean? I mean, it was like almost some butt cheek hanging out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know,
I seen that.
You seen it too, right?
I seen
I
that.
seen it plenty of times when I was, you know what I mean, in the world. And you know, the pastor condoned that. He you know what I mean? He want her to be up there. Matter of fact, he'll pull her up. Look at sister.
Sit up the front.
Sit up front. Look at sister. Let's spin around. Look at that nice dress. Look at. Yeah, thank you. Praise the Lord.
Right.
I mean, that is terrible. You know what I'm saying? That is not how a woman should conduct herself in the church. You know what I'm saying? If you come to the Isupk, you're gonna see wholesome women
on modest apparel.
There you go, with modest apparel. You know what I'm saying? Modest apparel. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful dresses, all the way down. You know what I'm saying? To the ankles. You know what I'm saying? And the dress looks tawab. Tawab means good. You know what I'm saying? And they look good right with it. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we women need to conduct themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you sit up there and not having, you know, men, you know, disrespect you and you know, take you for, they're going to take you how you dress a little. They're going to treat you how you dress a little. You know what I'm saying? So we want to show, you know, like I said, this is the Brotherhood class, but you know, today we're going to show you how it's synonymous with womanhood. Because the women in here, you know what I'm saying, the women in the world, just I'm not talking to all women, I'm talking about that terrible woman. You know what I'm saying? The woman that just be putting that man on child support, the woman that just disrespect, you know what I mean, her husband in all types of ways, you know what I'm saying, sleeping around on her husband and stuff. And, you know, and when Christ come back, you know, it's just going to be a lot of chopping off heads of wives. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? Christ ain't going to let that go down like that. Let's get some more of these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Let me get, you know what I'm saying? Well, let me get Proverbs chapter 31 and 10. You know what I'm saying? All these women that we talk about, we trying to get up to that woman, that submissive woman. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
Kind of on con.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
You know what I'm saying? Who can find a virtuous woman? You know what I'm saying? What is a virtue? You know what a virtuous woman is?
A woman of, I want to say, a high standard, something like that.
That's good.
Of good, of.
Go ahead. You was down. I mean, that's a good high
I'm
standard.
thinking standards.
A woman with high standard, morals.
Yeah.
A good, just plain and simple, a good woman.
A good woman
that know how to treat a
woman.
man. A woman that, you know,
there you
man
go.
can come home and just smile.
How about that? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A man is happy to stay home.
Virtuous woman.
That's a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? That's a virtuous woman.
A woman with a good reputation.
A woman with a good reputation. A woman that everybody has good things to say about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read that from the top again.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For her price is far above rubies.
Good night. Now, rubies, a lot of people don't know. I mean, her price, the Bible is saying a virtuous woman, that woman that know how to cook, That woman know how to make you feel good when you come home. That woman that know how to take care of them kids. The woman that know how to call you Lord. The woman that know how to, just talk to you nothing. You had never heard nothing bad mouth about the woman. The woman never bad mouth you not one time. You know what I'm saying? That's a virtuous woman. And that woman price is high above rubies. You know what I'm saying? And what are rubies?
Jewels.
Those are jewels, not just any jewels. Those jewels are in the Bible. They
precious.
Precious.
Precious jewels.
They better than diamonds. You know what I'm saying? But right now in the world, diamonds is like the top jewelry. But nah, not in the Lord's eyes. You know what I'm saying? Rubies is better than diamonds. Way better than diamonds. You got some rubies out here now that's worth millions of dollars. Just one ruby. One ruby. Millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? When you got to put all together all these baguettes and all these and all that just to make a couple million. One ruby is cost you a couple $1 million. And that's what the Bible is saying. That virtuous woman, that woman that know how to shut her mouth, that woman know how to, you know what I mean? That woman that know how to give you good, you know what I mean, good talking and give you good advice. You know what I'm saying? That woman that know how to, you know what I mean, good advice in everything.
Calm you down when you're angry.
Calm you down when you're angry. The Lord said that woman is high above rubies, not diamonds. You know what I'm saying? If you got a diamond, bro, that's short yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't want. That's like another nation to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You talking about diamonds? That's probably like you know what I'm saying, another nation or something. The Lord is calling our sisters rubies. You know what I'm saying? You find one of them, you rich. You know. And yes, we found some of them. You know, some of them are still, getting dust off and shape. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, they rubies. And we got some. I've seen a couple of brothers, and in the Isupk with pearl rubies. You know what I'm saying? Talking about their wives. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do. And what goes good with rubies? What the Lord called the men?
You got me on that one.
He called you can find that scripture. A man that gonna find a man more precious than gold. You know what I'm saying?
Let me find that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the woman is rubies, but the men is gold. And look, that combined, the gold and rubies combined together, you can buy anything in the earth you want. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Lord is going to create in these next, and when it's coming. You know what I'm saying? When World War III starts, when Christ comes back, these men is going to be like gold, and the women are going to be like rubies. You got that?
I found it. That's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12.
Go ahead.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
He's going to make a man more precious than fine gold. You understand? What scripture is that?
That's Isaiah 13 and 12.
Isaiah 13 and 12.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12.
Good night. And you got rubies and gold. What can you get with rubies and gold? The world. You know what I'm saying? You could buy. Good night. You see some of them crowns with rubies and gold on it?
Yeah.
They worth billions. Some are worth billions. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord gonna make us into fine jewelry. We are the Lord's jewelry. You know what I'm saying? First, we gotta come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know? We gotta get up and we gotta sit up there and we gotta learn how to correct our women You know what I'm saying? If you find one of them, a virtuous woman, don't mess it up. Because it's like you going you know what I mean? You losing a fine piece of jewelry. Don't ever mess that jewelry up. She can't go nowhere anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you try to, you know, dust yourself off to be that fine gold for that woman. You know what I mean? You can drop that. Uh, let me get Numbers chapter 27, verse 16. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to show you this is actually for the women that don't believe it. You know, evil women is in the Bible. It's a lot of evil women. It's more ways to talk about evil women in the Bible about evil men. Why is that? Because the women is the ones that's going to help, is our helpmate. She the one who's having the kids. You know what I'm saying? We got to come back to these law, statutes, and commandments. We got to grab our women and teach her these law, statutes, and commandments. So we can have virtuous women through the whole world. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
Khan. Numbers chapter 27, verse 16. Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation.
No, do what?
Let the Lord, the God of all spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation.
This is what you got to understand. The Lord set the man over the congregation. You understand? And in the church, they got the women over the congregation. And that's not what the Lord intended it to be. You know what I'm saying? You're sinning when you have a woman over the congregation. You're sinning when women sit up there and think they can run a household. You're sinning when you know what I'm saying? You badmouth your man because you're supposed to treat your man like Christ. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't intended not to be anything like that. Read that again.
Numbers chapter 27, verse 16. Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation.
Set the man over the congregation. You know what I'm saying? The man's supposed to run everything. The man runs everything. This is what the Bible is telling. The woman never ran anything in the Bible. The woman is the man's helpmate in the Bible. You understand? The woman help us get through hard times. Not the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Khan.
You got any more on that? Or was that it?
La'as, that's it.
Drop that. You know what I'm saying? That's an evil thing. They got some of these women, you know, these women pastors out here. You got women pastors out here that's running the churches, teaching men how to be men. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's why they got more women in churches, you know?
Right.
That's why the man doesn't want to go to the church, because he knows he'll be lorded over by the woman. You understand?
Right.
That's why men don't like church. And it's a natural thing that men don't like the Christian church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even as a young kid, we don't like it. You understand?
Right.
We get forced to go.
We get forced.
And then all of a sudden, what happens? It grows on you, you know?
And not only that grows on you, you know what I'm saying? Weakness grows on you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You get real weak. And when next thing you know, you weak in the church, and then you meet a woman that's, you know, outspoken and got more balls than you in the church. Next thing you know, you follow behind her like you're a little puppy dog. She's telling you what to do and whatever. Listen, man, Christian church is the house of Satan. You know what I'm saying? Satan dwells inside there. I advise you Christians out there to get out the church as fast as you can. You know what I'm saying? And get up into this one body of Christ. You know what I'm saying? And only one body of Christ is in the Isupk. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show you how to develop We want to show you how to, build a family. You know what I'm saying? We got any questions online?
Sir.
No, no sweat. Let me go to the Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? But before we go there, let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 1. I think it's 26, if I'm mistaken. Let me hear what it says.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous woman.
Look, check this out.
Salakia, virtuous wife.
There you go. Let's read that from the top again.
Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 26, verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife.
Listen, if you've been out there, you find yourself not in the midst of a monster, and you have a virtuous wife, which is that woman that you had sex with, okay? Not the woman you went down the aisle with, okay? But if that's her too, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you just know that she's a virtuous woman. Go ahead, read some more. Read it from the top again.
All right, hold on. Let me.
Oh, you lost? Okay.
Yeah, I lost.
Go ahead.
Wait. Gotcha. Blessed, Ecclesiasticus from the Apocrypha, chapter 26, verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife.
Saying, blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife. What we already know. You're going to be blessed when you find that virtuous wife. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to ordain you to be blessed. Look, you're going to be blessed when you find that wife. Why? Because there's so many monsters out here. You know what I'm saying? Every brother I know, we have got, linked up with a Loch Ness monster. You know what I'm saying? And, it's not a good feeling. But when we found the truth, if you find a Loch Ness monster, you got to stay with him. You know what I'm saying? And Lord be with you, and hopefully you can turn into a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? As I did. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read some more.
For the number of his days shall be double.
Good night.
Get me
read that again.
For the number of his days shall be double.
If you find yourself a virtuous wife,
I gotta get one of them.
You are going to live longer. That is what the Bible is saying. The Bible is saying if you find yourself a virtuous woman, you know what I'm saying? You won't live longer. That's just flat out. You know what I'm saying? You won't live longer. Now, if you get that Loch Ness monster, your days is numbered.
Your days is numbered.
Okay? Your days is numbered. And, Lord be with you. You know what I'm saying?
Most High Christ.
Most High Christ. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Keep, you know what I mean? Keep your prayers with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And just be with that, Loch Ness monster. And just keep praying. But the Bible is saying, if you find yourself a virtuous woman, don't go out there and be a whoremonger. Don't go out there and do, all types of, abomination and stuff like that. You find that virtuous wife, don't go out there and go to strip clubs and buying hoes and stuff like that, man. Because if you lose her, then you shortening your life. Your life gonna be short. You know what I'm saying? You find yourself a virtuous woman, the Lord said that he's going to double your lifespan. You understand? So if you was going to die, if you come into the truth and you was going to, the Lord's, you know what I mean? before you came to truth, you know, something, the Lord already had your number at 35. The Lord say, you got a virtuous wife. Then push it up to 75. He good for 75. You got that lady. She cooking them good food.
Give me 85.
Give me 85.
Give me 85.
You know what I mean? She cooking them nothing. She ain't bring them no pork. You know what I mean? She cooking them good food, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She rubbing that man back. She reading him the Bible. Look.
Right.
Level it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna tell that deaf angel to step down a little bit, fall back.
Fall back.
You know what I'm saying? You got some more there? That's it.
Con out on con, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 2, a virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband.
You know what I'm saying? She rejoices her husband. You know what I'm saying? Just like you want to feel good about her, she gonna rejoice too.
Feel good about you.
Because what? She gonna live too. You know what I'm saying? You throwing it down in the bedroom for her, she rejoicing you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. The Lord loves it. The Lord condones it. And you know, everybody gonna live. And guess what else? Go ahead. You got some more?
Okay.
Go ahead.
And he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be in peace for the rest of your life. How many men would love that right now?
Me.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look, we all need this virtuous woman. And that woman need, you know what I'm saying, that pure gold man. You understand? So she can rejoice and everybody. And we can, like I said, this is the blueprint for world domination. Check this out. You got every other race out there that don't follow the Bible, but their women respects their man. Why is that? They don't even have the law, statutes, and commandments, but they respect their man. We got the white woman that respect their man. We got the East Indian. We got the Chinese. We got the African. All of them respect their man. None of them really go on TV and say, you know, man, a man can't do nothing for me. That this is only the women of Israel that does this. There's no other race that does it like we do when it comes to disrespecting our men. Your man is your bread and butter for you. Go ahead.
Because that's Salaki. That's because the oppressor has given them that power.
Right.
You understand? The oppressor has given our women, and only exclusively our women, a certain power that has not been given to any other race. And the power that I'm speaking of is, you know, like child support.
Right.
You understand?
Right. That's and snares.
Welfare.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You know, jail if you call on your husband.
Good. Nice.
You understand? So those vices right there are the power that the oppressor has given our women, and our women exclusively.
Right.
And this is the reason why they disrespect and they hold us at low esteem.
Right.
You understand? Because they have been given a power, just like the serpent in the garden.
Right.
Gave, you know,
Eve the mindset.
That mindset.
Right.
You know, so, and we fight so much against the oppressor, and we get beat down by the oppressor. When our women see that, then they fall even further in.
Right.
You understand?
They fall victim. It's a trap for them. But they try to trap us with the trap.
Exactly. You know?
Which is an evil thing. Go ahead.
And because our women fall for that, it makes it even harder on us. Right. And then you also know that when they see us struggling with jobs and different things like that, and then they see the oppressor on top, that's what makes them make those songs, you know. I can do bad by myself. I don't need a man. If you love it, you should have put a ring on it, all that bullshit. Right. You know?
Scrubs was my all-time. I hated that.
Yeah,
Scrubs.
but you know, and the thing is they don't. The thing is because they've been blinded by this society. The only thing they see is the Chinese man making money, the Arab making money,
right,
the East Indian making money,
right,
our oppressor making money. So they figure we got the same chances when they don't understand. You
right,
understand?
right.
So that's what also makes our women fall into other cultures with other races.
And that's exactly you.
Venus and Serena Williams. I mean, look
night.
at them. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I mean, even with our brothers fall into the same thing. Look at Michael Jordan. Look at Charles Barkley. Look at all of these brothers out here. Every time they get money, where do they go?
Right to the other nation.
Because none of our people have respect for our culture.
Right.
And because we don't have respect for our culture, we fall into other cultures.
Right.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? That's heavy what you say. You know what I'm saying? Because them Serena, look, man.
Man, Serena disappointed me, man. That was the love of my life.
Good night. And she got, you know, she got that thing on her back and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Both of the sisters are beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know,
I like mine big and thick though.
Yeah. Well, you know, me you like the same thing. Slovakia.
You know, I like a peanut butter sandwich thick one. You know, something that's gonna get stuck in my throat. You dig it?
I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Those two sisters, man, and I could see if like one fell off, both of them did.
Yeah,
Good night. Both of them married white men.
You know what's disappointing, sir?
Scruffy ass.
You know what's disappointing? What's disappointing is what their father went through with our oppressor.
You see the interviews he had and told him that this
listen.
the end of the interview. You ain't gonna, yeah,
you know the things that he went through, and then for them to fall right into it. So that's gotta be a dag in the heart to him.
That hurt. He's still living, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything from him in a long time. Used to hear from him all the time,
right?
Though.
But he don't want to, you know, he disappointed. You know what I mean? That was a strong black man. You know what I mean? And
Khan.
He, you know, those oppressors got his way. That was something bound to happen.
I want to say, I know Salakia. I'm sorry, sir, Salakia.
No, you good.
But I want to say, I know we don't. It just seems strange to me, though. You know, just how they fell into it.
Yeah.
After, if I know my mother or my father went through something with our oppressor,
right,
I would never step to an oppressor and have babies with them. You know.
Right. But I don't know. I mean, that's a hard one because he was on them while they was kids. You know what I'm saying? He ain't want nobody, you know, get what he. I think what I think it was. I think it was he was probably a little bit. He didn't tell him the truth. He ain't show him the truth. That's all it was.
Oh no, I mean it could be.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
The truth. On top of that, then you know, he kept them girls away from men.
I know, but I guess I'm thinking
when he kept them away from the black men, he thinking like, nah, they ain't gonna mess with these white boys. I ain't even worrying about them. But he should have been like even more.
But I think he did do that with them. You know, I think he warned them about them. That's what broke his heart the most.
He should have gave one of his daughters away with a dowry. Like, look. I think who was with it? Jim Jones or somebody. I don't know. One of them like, look, you want my daughter? Yeah, look, you got to go in that room.
Right.
First, give me $80,000. I mean, all right, yeah, give me $80,000. You can have that. Shut up. Yeah. Go in that room. Take that sheet. No, let me stop.
Right.
It should have been like that, but you know, I mean,
right.
It's a hard. You can't call that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know now what we got to do to our daughters. You know what I'm saying? We got to be there with our mothers, with the wives. And first of all, I don't even know if the wife in the picture. She probably was. I don't know, but she probably was. She was a virtuous woman because she kept out the thing. You know what I mean? She's probably with that man now. But yeah, because now I'm, when I came in the truth with my wife, my daughter was like 6. You know what I'm saying? And she 9 now, and it's a little different. I gotta raise her a different way. So I was like, I'm still, and my wife is helping me develop her the way to where as though I gotta be on her all the time. I gotta be on top of work more.
Right.
I mean, when I was in the world, I was like, getting high. What's your homework? But now I'm like, what you gotta do? What's your homework? I'm going to PTA meetings and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's very important to be on top of her, your kid like that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? With your woman. It's very important. I mean, it takes 2 to raise a family. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important. That's what the Bible is telling you what to do. It's giving you the blueprint for success. You know what I'm saying? It's telling you to have that, you know what I mean? The man needs that virtuous woman. And that woman needs that man of gold to rejoice so she can be happy. It's telling you both of y'all gonna be happy if y'all respect each other. Both of y'all gonna be happy. But it's gotta be like that. And that's what the Bible's, directing you to. Where do we leave off at?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 3.
26 verse 3. Okay, drop that. Oh, you got some more? Okay, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 3. A good wife is a good portion.
Good night. A good wife is a good portion. I mean, you could go all types of ways with that. You know what I'm saying?
Good piece.
You know what I'm saying? It's like good night. You ever had a good portion or something? Like good night, a good portion of anything. The Bible is telling you, if you have that good wife, man, you good. You know what I'm saying? You got a good portion of life. And this is what a virtue, if you don't have a virtuous woman, you have to build that woman to be virtuous. How do I know? Because I have, you know what I'm saying, I got wives that I'm, building virtuous. And it takes a man to build her virtuous. You know what I'm saying? It takes a man to teach her how to be virtuous.
A righteous man.
A righteous man. Wow. You know what I'm saying? It takes a righteous man to build a virtuous woman.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You have to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments in order to do that. I cannot stress that enough to you. You know what I'm saying? These men that's in the Isupk, you got some men that have killed men. You have some men that have sold over millions of dollars worth of drugs. You got men that did $1 million worth of drugs. You understand? They all came in here and cleaned their self up. You know what I'm saying? They bring their wives in here. They you know what I'm saying? Their wives are happy. You know what I'm saying? They have turned virtuous. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard their wives call that man? I've seen it. Okay. Yeah, wives that have called themselves their man a bitch ass slocky, bitch ass nigga to count on concert.
Right.
Or yes, Lord. You got some women in here that call that man Lord.
That's what's up. I want one of them.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, they brother.
I need one of them.
Look, they here. They here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to the Passover, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Everybody, we got the 51 the big 51 years of the Passover in the Isupk. There's no other Israelite group, you know what I'm saying, out there that had a 51-year Passover, okay? Nobody except the Isupk. If you and the Israelite group had 14 years, 6 years, 2 years, no year, you understand? You're not the truth. In order for you to be the truth, you got to have a 51-year Passover under your belt. If you don't have that, then you're not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Flat out. And I know that hurt a lot of fake Israelite groups, and that's why we call them fake Israelite, because they branch off of ISUPK, you know what I'm saying, under, feeling some type of way, want to start their own group, to say, I don't have for these niggas. It's locking. But that's another day on another topic, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it turned into, was it April 9th?
Through the 11th.
You know what I'm saying? Up in, you know what I'm saying, Yonkers, is it Yonkers?
White Plains,
New York. You know what I'm saying? April 9th.
Through
Passover.
April 9th through the 11th.
Through the 11th. You know what I'm saying? Look, send your donations.
Come to the Passover.
To Commander Junior Hana under the ISUPK, you understand? So you can come up there, eat some land, and get down for the brothers and sisters, and you might just end up finding yourself a virtuous woman of the ISUPK. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we done with that scripture, right?
Con.
All right, let's go to Ecclesiastes. You know what I'm saying? Now this
got 30 minutes.
30, okay. So wow. This is the problem when we had women. You gotta have a virtuous woman. The woman has to be virtuous gotta be all in as she can't even get jealous over another woman. You know what I'm saying? That's another trait of a virtuous woman. You cannot get jealous over another woman. Why? It's our God-given right for men to have more than one wife. You know what I'm saying? The biggest problem of why women put men on child support, why women become monsters and stuff, because a man has another woman. You know what I'm saying? And it always been like that. But the Lord does not condone that. That is not a law that a man can't have.
Condemn.
Huh?
The Lord does not condemn.
Oh. The Lord does not condemn. What did I say?
You said condone.
Condone. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? The Lord does not condemn a man for having more than one wife. You understand? Let me get Ecclesiastes. Where we at? Where we just left off at?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 3.
Go jump down to 6.
Come. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 6.
And this is for a virtuous woman. If you're not a virtuous woman, this is what, not a virtuous woman, traits. All right, go ahead.
But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another.
Read that again.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
A grief heart and sorrow is a woman. Sorrow is a woman that's jealous over another woman. Okay? This is why women bitch and moan. This is why women take you down to child support. She takes you down there because you have another woman. You are allowed to have as many wives as you want. Sex is marriage in the Bible. And this is the biggest problem where this nation that we have, this is our custom. This is our custom. You know what I'm saying? We have to raise a nation, you know what I'm saying, of good fruit. What is good fruit? Children. You know what I'm saying? We got women out there that, you got some women out there after like their second kid, they got two girls, right? And a woman just go out there and get her, what's it called? This is just one situation. A woman would go out there, she have two girls, and then she with the man, and she got a tube stop without the man on. You got two girls. That man want a son. You know what I'm saying? That man want a son. How can that man have a son? You just clip, you know what I mean? Situations out there like that. When a woman sit up there and get herself clipped without the man knowing, and the man want more kids than what he got. They only had one kid, and she got her tubes tied just because she don't want no more kids. So where did that leave that man? That man's supposed to just, chalk it up. You know what I mean? Don't even pass on his lineage. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of that?
Gone. I have. A lot of times I heard females say they don't want to. I heard females say they don't want to lose their figure.
That too. Good night.
That's wicked.
That's wicked. That is wicked. They don't want to lose their figure, so they clip their thing, and the man sitting up there like, dang.
That's ball game.
Ball game. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That man probably wanted 5 kids. You can't get no more now.
No.
You know what I mean?
You ain't get nothing.
Can't get nothing. Read that for me one more time.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
If you're jealous over your man getting another woman because he wants more kids, or just because he just want another woman, then you are wicked and you're selfish. This whole Bible is based about, the whole Bible is about every prophet. It's over 40 prophets, people in this Bible that had multiple wives. This is how the world was, built on. So why is it, such a sin in your mind for a man to have more than one wife? Why? Because of the Christian church. Because homosexuality. Because Barack Obama. Because RuPaul. Whatever you want to put in your mind of that abomination. That's why. Loving hip hop. Whatever. You know what I mean? All that make your man can't have another wife. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming out more and more that women, these women, it's a couple, I see a couple, articles that women say, yeah, your man need more than one wife. You know what I'm saying? You seen it, right?
Yep, I seen it.
Couple of them. I think we caught a couple of celebrities that said that too. Right?
I need to see her.
You know what I'm saying? Let me just jump to a couple of scriptures that condone that a man. Go ahead, finish that up.
And a scourge of a tongue, which communicateth with all.
You know what I'm saying? The scourge tongue. You know what I mean? Talking too much. You know what I mean? You got that whip on you. You know what I'm saying? Just our communication skills, which was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That scourge of the tongue, that's like the evil that she speaks about you.
Right.
You understand? And it says, which communicateth with all. What do females do when they on Facebook? When they get into an argument or a beef or a difference with their man, and then they go on the Facebook and they tell all their business. All that business. They communicate with all.
Good night.
And that's the number one problem with a lot of our women,
Right.
especially and I'm speaking of the women that are not in the truth.
Right.
You know?
The ISUPK.
Yeah, that is not in this ISUPK, that is not in this truth. That's the problem with a lot of them. They that scourge of that tongue, they talk all that. What did you say earlier? How do you say the woman talk about the man? All the stuff she say about him? Call him a big, you know what I mean? And then, and as soon as she get finished doing that, what she do? She get right on Facebook and post all their business. She communicated with all, tell everybody their business.
Some of them go live. Some of them go live.
Oh, wow.
They go
terrible.
live and blast that man. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that communication gonna get back to him and he gonna call her. Girl, what you doing? Oh, no. Good night.
But you know, that's what differs the woman in the ISUPK from all these women in the world.
Right.
Because a woman in the ISUPK, she keeps her business at home.
Right.
A woman in the ISUPK, she talks to her woman.
That's right.
She talks to her man, you know.
Night.
You know, she knows how to communicate with her man. That's what makes her more precious than rubies. You know? And because she's more precious than rubies and she knows how to communicate with her man, that's what makes that man more precious than gold.
Night.
You know what I mean?
And gold.
Rubies and gold.
Good.
Ain't a better treasure than that.
Ain't.
That's a crown right there.
That's what I was saying. You know what I mean?
You know, no more better than that. You know what I mean?
You can't get no more better than that. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
That's why we gotta get these women up in here.
All right.
Show them how to communicate with their man. Show them how to communicate with a man. Period.
Period.
You know, because some women don't know how to talk to men. Period.
At all.
You know, so we got to bring them up. We got to, you know, teach them how it's done.
You know what I'm saying?
That way they can be that ruby to that man that they meet. You know.
There you go.
And remember, the only way a woman can be a ruby to a man is if she meet a righteous man. You know, a righteous man can bring her right.
There you go. So, you know what I'm saying? This ain't from you know, words. We coming straight from the Bible.
You know?
This ain't from our own words. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Tell them we need some more rubies up in here.
We get these. Look, check this out. We need some more rubies. You know what I'm saying? We need a lot of rubies up in here. You know what I'm saying? The address is 3428 Eastern Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore, Maryland. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
And you know what I mean? We got a lot of northern tribe out here. You're gonna feel comfortable out here, you know what I'm saying? And you know, come to the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Come to class. You know what I'm saying? We need a lot of gold up in here too.
How about that? We need some gold up in here.
We probably need more gold than rubies. You know what I'm saying?
We need them warriors up in here.
We need them warriors up in here. You know what I'm saying? Come break bread with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Learn these scriptures.
Learn this truth.
Learn this truth. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to keep a woman. You know what I'm saying? Or women. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
3428 Eastern Avenue. Let me get a couple more scriptures out here. What time is it?
We got it's 8:44.
Okay.
We got about 15 minutes.
All right. You know what I'm saying? This right here, what we read is to show women what you need to be to have a man in your household. How you can keep, you know what I'm saying? If you're a woman out there that got 5 different baby daddies, you know what I'm saying? And you want to change your life, come up into the ISUPK. You can't hold a man down. Come up in here. Learn how to be humble. Learn how to shut your mouth. Learn how to be virtuous. And I guarantee the Lord will humble a man, have a man come to you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta learn how to shut your goddamn mouth. That's the first thing you need to do. Second thing, be submissive to your man. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to learn by yourself. You got to learn about these scriptures. You have to learn about this Bible right here. You know what I'm saying? King James Version. You have to learn about this right here. You know what I'm saying? Along with the Apocrypha. That he took this out. You know what I'm saying? They took this out the Bible. This is your blueprint, women, right here. You understand? We got any more on that, or did we drop that?
Con out on con. You can.
I'll tell you what. Just
No, that was it. That was it.
That was it. Okay. Yeah, let's drop that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is what you need to know. In order we have world domination, we have to have more people. We have to have more Israelites. We have to have more people born in the Isupk. We have to have more wives. We have to have more men of the Lord. We have to have more gold and rubies ever. This is how we want to build this nation. You understand? But you cannot be a monster of a woman. You're not doing us no good. All you're going to be, if Christ come back, if this last days, you be that woman, you're going to, be on the other end of a sword. You know what I'm saying? Right to your neck. And that's just how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha, 25 verse 16. You know what I'm saying? Because the Isupk, I know they hear about, men keep, the Isupk women under chains, ball and chains on. We don't do that. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You guys, any old woman. Our women, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody on ball and chain. You can leave if you want. They know a good man when they see one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And these women love these men in here. For anybody to say, yeah, I heard that the Isupk keep that man, the woman on the ball. No, these women love these men. Because these are realest, the most manliest men ever that walk the face of this earth. You understand? Go ahead, you got that?
Con.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Good night. Read that again.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Now look, a lion and a dragon, those are two vicious beasts right there. You know what I'm saying? Myself, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that. I would rather, you know what I mean? I just can't stand coming home and listen to a yapping mouth and just making you feel, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, just being crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where you been at? Who's that? Every time your phone rings, who's that? Who's that? You on your phone? Who you got off the phone with? Look, check this out. Check this out what?
Mm-hmm.
Check this out what? Though you know what? F you
can leave. You can leave.
Look, check this out, man.
You can leave.
You can leave. You can go. You don't know. Don't be. Look, and all the man sitting up there said, "Oh, for real, really." When a man does that, woman, you know you're not a virtuous woman. Matter of fact, you know your time is almost limited. You know if he have another wife, he's not going to stay home with you that night.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He'd rather go home to the wife that say, "You want something to eat, baby?"
Come, I want come. Yes, my Lord.
Or kind, I don't want kind.
Mm-hmm.
You okay? You want something to eat?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to rub your feet? You want me to run you some bath water? Come on, let's go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna buy you something to eat tonight.
Relax.
Look, the opposite of that. Who you on the phone with? No, you Yeah. Let's check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Read that again, please.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Listen, those women that you call if you call your man a slacker, a bitch ass nigga, or any type of bitches, you are a lion and a dragon, and the man do not want to dwell with you. Okay? Flat out. That's just what it is. Okay? A man don't want to dwell with you. He don't want to, and if he have another wife, he'd rather dwell with the other wife. Because 9 times out of 10, if he had another wife, she's better to talk to than you. You know what I'm saying? That's why he went to get one. Because he know not to leave you. He's not going to leave you hanging. But he just have to deal with your bull crap. And every time he come home, he have to deal with your bull crap. Instead of just, when he come home, won't you try to be the best woman you can to keep him around? Why can't you do why can't you do that? It works every time. It never fails. It will never fail ever. Your man come home from, wherever, and you fix him a meal, you put home, you know what I'm saying, you got everything ready for him, that man ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And if he has to go somewhere, he gonna tell you, he gonna give you the utmost respect, and then he gonna put you right to sleep, and then whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be very happy if he stay or leave. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. You being happy. It's not about you being a bitch. Because that's what your oppressor is teaching you. That's what the TV is teaching you. Don't be that. Don't be that, because you're going to lose every time. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, you're going to shorten your life, and you're going to shorten his life. You know what I'm saying? That's in the scripture. Both of y'all life going to be short. He might live a little bit longer than you, because he got something else to go to that's going to make him feel a little bit better and boost his energy level back up. You know what I'm saying? Read that again.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 16.
Go ahead.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Good night. Go ahead. Keep on reading.
Verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
You know what I'm saying? Good night.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? When you sit up there, you act like a total bitch to that man. You darkening everything. Everything that man looking at you is just darkens. You know what I'm saying? He got to get away from it. He got to get away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing but darkness. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
You say you can see the wickedness in her face.
You know what I'm
it says the wickedness of a woman changeth her face.
You know what I'm saying?
That wickedness shows.
It just shows right through it.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? You can see the darkness.
Darkness darkeneth her countenance. You know, you can see the evilness just change her whole expression on her face. They say it's dark like sackcloth. You know what I mean? That sounds like a horror movie, you know?
Yeah. And some of these women are horror movies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I seen it for myself.
Yeah.
I seen it for myself. You know what I'm saying? These women, I mean, I seen some wicked stuff when a woman not even just mad because you leaving her when she don't want you to leave. So she, you know what? I'm ready to go. I'm going out. They go out. Don't come back until like the next morning. You know what I'm saying? They went out and did all kinds of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, you know what I mean? she went out and found another husband. Then she come back home and had that man fornicate. And he don't even know it.
Right.
Good night. She defiled the whole household just because she felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But when Christ come back, that woman that do that, she getting her head chopped off. Clean off, and it's a clean slate, Look, that's just how the Bible is, I know it sounds horrible, but you gotta get used to it. This is what the kingdom to come. You know what I'm saying? Everybody love the Bible, right? You gotta read it for what it is. You know what I mean? You wanna drop that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got some more, okay. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Let me get one more.
Go ahead.
Two more. One more. Look, this just just to show you what the Bible say about a man with another wife. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 21 and 15.
Oh. Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 15.
Go ahead.
If if a man have two wives,
What?
If a man have two wives,
The Bible is telling you if a man has. Now, I don't even think any of you Christians know about this scripture right here. Anybody? But can you tell me again? Where you at?
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 15. This is a law. This ain't just talking. This is a law of when you have two wives, what you're supposed to do. Go ahead.
If a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated.
Look, it said one beloved, one hated. Like I said, you might have that one virtuous woman, and then you might have to come home to that one monster. But this is what the Bible's saying. But you might have two virtuous women. They don't might. His brothers out here got two virtuous women, and he's gonna live triple the time. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna die a happy man. And the women is gonna die happy women. But just say if the brother has a monster in the house and have a virtuous woman in another house. But it just so happened that the monster that he had the monster first. Then he went out there and found, he had the woman in the world when he came in the Isupk, you know what I'm saying? The monster. I'm just using an example. And then he went and he got in the Isupk and found a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's telling you to do. Go ahead. (21 and 15).
Okay, 21 and 15. Yeah. If a man have two wives, one beloved and the other hated.
So I just explained, for man have two wives, and one he loved and another he hated, okay?
And they have borne him children. Both the beloved and the hated.
And the beloved and the hated, both of them got children at the same time. We can say that. Go ahead.
And if the firstborn son be hers that was hated.
And if the first son that be born, that the monster had the son first, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 16, then it shall be when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath.
You know what I'm saying? When he make those sons, when he inherit, when she had a baby, you know what I'm saying? Whoever had the son first, go ahead.
That he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated.
You know what I'm saying? That means if the woman had the one that he hated, if they had the sons at the same time, and the woman that the one that hated had the son,
and the woman that the one he loved had the son. He can't give it the one that he loved with the son to the inherit. You can't do that. You gotta give it to the one that you the most hated one. Why?
That you had first.
Because she had it first. You understand? Whoever had it first, and it can be vice versa too. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't like that woman, and you want to give it to this other, the virtuous woman, you cannot do that. And this is our custom, and this is how we get down as Israelites. And if you want to have more on that, and you want to have more clarity on that, then you come to class. We had 3428 Eastern Avenue, you know what I'm saying, Baltimore, Maryland, you know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm going to end the class, you know what I'm saying? If you got more questions on what we talked about, you know what I'm saying? Just tune in to Israelite Baltimore, type in your questions under comments or whatever, you know, we going to go on from there. And with that, we pass the class to Priest and Officer Bathum Shakar.
Security announcements. We are the Isupk out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under the commanding General Yohana, new rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves to the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the heads to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Time, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, 8 to 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10th of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming Holy Convocation. We have the Feast of Purim, which is March the 20th. And we have the Passover, which is April the 9th through the 11th. Remind Akim and Aquapium to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for Isupk events and material. If a brother or sister wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shimi HaShaparakatah, Ajmata, class dismissed. One salute, one courtesy salute to the teacher. My bad.